And we're back. Segment 4 on employees, virtual or non-virtual, but primarily we're going to talk about virtual. So you have a situation where one of your virtual staff, or maybe all of your virtual staff, are starting to create a lot of mistakes, a lot of problems. So if they've been with you for a while and they were producing really well and suddenly things start changing, they start going downhill, then you need to address it. You're going to need to step up and have that difficult conversation. And this is where I want you to drop in to your heart. Okay, this is the woo. We're going to get into the practical woo. Yeah, you're going to drop into your heart. Find the gratitude that you have for this person, the feelings that you had when they were doing things really well, and reach out to them. First step, reach out. Hey, I notice there's a lot more mistakes going on. What's happening? What's up? Then that information coming back is going to tell you how you need to handle it from there. If they then say, my mom just died, or this is happening, or that's happening, and they have a reasonable explanation as to why this is a temporary situation, then you can strategize for how to mitigate it. Maybe you can take the workload off of them for a little bit and then put it back on once they've had a respite. Or if it starts becoming like crisis after crisis, and I've had this with teams. I get people, and it seems like, I don't know what it is. Some of the people I hire, it's just some people, actually, we'll just say some people in general end up with crisis after crisis. They get sick, and then 2 weeks later they get sick again, and then their dog gets sick, and then their grandma gets sick, and their aunt gets sick, and their cousin, and their kid, and if you've got a situation where it's like they're off more often than they're on, it's time to let them go lovingly and just, release them, because you can't have somebody who's unreliable on your team. Everybody has ups and downs, and it's not to say that somebody has to be 100% all the time, because Lord knows we're not 100% all the time. I know I'm not. I don't know about you. Maybe you are, but I'm not. But we need the majority of the time to be on, or at least for them to be able to function to the best of their ability while things are hitting the fan. So don't be afraid to let somebody go if they are showing that they're not the right fit for you, if they're in constant crisis, or they just can't get your brand. Fire early, hire slow is the age-old wisdom, and it's true time and again. But it takes us to get out of our own way. We have to drop into our heart and be running things both from a place of compassion and also running it like a CEO who has the overall health of the business in mind. Okay, that's a fairly long piece today, but this is your Badass Business Mindset. I'm Dana Ferrant. And if you haven't picked up a copy of Become a Badass in Business, you can go over to Dominatrix.com. That's Dominatrix.com, and get a digital copy on me. How sweet is that? Have a good one.